Well, good morning. I'm not sure if it's morning for you at this time, but for me in this moment, it's morning. It's a little after 8 a.m. And I want to talk to you today about what the sole purpose of learning how to meditate really, I guess, is the ultimate goal. And it's the ability to live in the present moment all the time, so that you're in a constant state of meditation, an open-eyed meditation. Like right now, it's just you and me right here in this moment, right now. I can only videotape this moment. I can't videotape a moment in the future. Now, you might be able to watch it in the future, obviously. But to you, it's this moment right now that you're watching. I can't videotape me in the past. That's gone. So where we're living right now is the present moment. And so I want to emphasize that it's important to catch yourself worrying about the future and mulling over the past, because the future is not here yet and the past is gone. You can learn from the past, but don't let it define you. And even if something might happen and go wrong, or might have happened in the past, what happened in the past brought you here, and this moment is a time that you can decide how you want to feel. Because what you feel right now is what's planting seeds for you in the future. So if you're thinking about, I don't know how I'm going to do this, I'm trying to make a decision, you can set some time aside for that, but don't let it captivate your being all day, because that type of negative angst or like non-ease. So you don't feel ease, right? You don't feel peace, ease. You feel dis-ease. If you look at the meanings of dis and ease, and then disease, that's what disease comes from. It's from that deep angst that is welling inside of you, consciously or unconsciously. So it's really super important to take inventory of what's going on with your thoughts and your feelings. And it's important to think about this present moment. I even have a mug. I'm not sure if this is backwards or not. This is my coffee this morning. It says, it's a little off, so I don't know what happened here. This moment is perfect, just as it is. This moment is perfect, just as it is. It is. And if there's some things that you don't prefer right now, that's okay. That's okay. Find what is going right. I have all sorts of things that, are not going my way all the time. All the time. But I'm sitting here in the morning watching my dog outside, playing around, It's a beautiful morning, not a cloud in the sky. It's quiet. And I'm in my dream house, which I've only been in for about a year and a half. But I've been able to find the present moment way before now, and many, many moments. And what's really a super important time to be in the moment is when you're speaking to someone else. Listen to them, feel them, ask them questions about them, get clear on your understanding of what they're saying. Or make sure that what you're saying is clear. If your mind is muddled and somewhere else, and you're thinking about something that happened in the past, or you're worried about something in the future and you're trying to talk, you're not going to speak clearly. And they're going to have a misunderstanding perhaps, or you're not going to feel heard. And we know what that feels like when we're not heard. It's a lot of times because we're not speaking what's on our hearts clearly, or we're not listening to the other person and giving them what they need, and that is to be heard. So make sure when you are talking to somebody, you're listening and you're hearing what they're saying, you're feeling what they're feeling, and you are communicating clearly what's on your heart so that they understand mentally and emotionally what you are expressing. Now, I am not saying that maybe they don't listen to you, because they may be not in the present moment, but that's not your business. Your business is to express yourself clearly in a very clear communication wise, and also have the proper emotion that's associated with that. If you're saying one thing but your heart is meaning another, like, it's fine. No, it's not fine. Fine is, oh, it's fine. Yes. Unless you're good at acting. Make sure your feeling is matching what you're communicating. And try to communicate in a positive fashion. And if you can't do that and it doesn't have to be all roses and sunshine. I mean, sometimes you do have to express how you're feeling. I mean, you can say, I'm sad. I've had a bad day. You can express that. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to make sure that the sadness that you've had a chance to reflect on it, so that when you do talk to somebody about it, that you've collected your thoughts about that. And especially if you need to express and ask for help and know how to explain to them clearly why you're sad, so they can help you in the way that you need to be helped. You need to let them know in what ways they can help you. And sometimes you might say, I don't know what I need. But you always need a hug. You always need a hand to hold, or a smile, or someone just to hear you without saying anything. All they have to say is, I get you. I hear you. I see you. And sometimes that's all you can give for someone else. You don't have to solve somebody else's problem. to say, I get it. I'm so sorry. I hear you. I see you. So make sure that when you are conversing with someone, whether it's a friend or a colleague or a client, or even yourself, be in the present moment. Be here now. Be here now. It's not easy. It's not easy. And sometimes you just have to catch yourself and know that worrying or feeling guilty about the past or worrying about the future is planting seeds, attracting more of the same in the future. So in this present moment, be the feeling that you want to express or have attracted to you more than any other feeling. And it's not like, oh, I'm sad, and you have to, try to turn that off so you don't have it in the future. Because we do need to express our sadness, and sometimes we're going to have anger, but you have to understand where it's coming from and identify it. If it's something that, is it coming from fear? Is it coming from a sense of lack? Our ego is always looking for lack. What we don't have, what we don't have, what we don't have. That's what our ego is always looking for, because our ego is here to help us survive, actually. But we're not living like cavemen anymore. We're not having to worry about where our next meal is going to come from. Most of us. I'm not speaking for everybody in this world. But most of us, you here watching me, usually doesn't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from, and that you're going to have to go out and kill it and then cook it on a fire that you have to make and figure out how to make, and make sure nobody else gets it before you eat it and cook it. So assess what you're really worrying about. Is it worth worrying about? Or is there something you can do about it? Or is there a positive spin that you can put on it? Or maybe there's a lesson that you need to look at and observe and go, okay, that's what that situation's trying to teach me right now. What can I do to take something away from that? That's why it's so important to journal your thoughts and feelings, and take inventory of what's going on in here and in here all day, because there's thousands of feelings and thoughts. I know, to be honest with you, most of my life, my most anxious time of day is in the morning. I would have some weird things to be anxious about. And one morning, I think this thought that came through my head was the one, when you realize how silly your anxiety is, it sometimes can just stop it. And I was having anxiety every morning, and I really didn't know why until one time I did have a kind of a dream. I was in and out dream. It was probably 6:30 in the morning or something. And I had this anxiety feeling in my body. And what was going through my mind was, I'd hired some people to paint one of the rooms in my house. And they were painting a yellow stripe, a big fat yellow stripe, which I don't like to paint any of my rooms yellow. That's not a favorite color of mine in the house. And they were painting a yellow fat, like just, 4 feet from the ceiling and 4 feet from the baseboards all around. And I came in, I'm like, what are you doing? That's what I was anxious about. And I thought to myself, well, that's silly. And I don't have a reason to be anxious about that because it's not real. So you have to find out, is your anxiety real? Because anxiety is your body's fight or flight. Do you have to run away to survive? Do you have to fight someone to survive? Do you have to freeze to survive right now? No. No. You can get through this. Are you worried about what someone's going to think of you? It's not your business. None your business. And that was a very hard lesson for me to learn. I still struggle with that. I still struggle with that a lot. And I have to remind myself that I have to worry about what I think of me. If I'm okay with me, then, and if I'm not okay with me, then what about me do I want to change and be different so that I'm happy with me, not happy with what everybody else is thinking? Don't change for anybody else. Change because you need to change for you. This is, point at yourself. This is all you have, all of your life, is this body for this incarnation. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, this is all you have. Your skin and your muscles and your bone and your entire body, that's all you have. For sure, from birth to death. You're going to have people come in and out of your lives. You're going to have situations come and go. You're going to have different kinds of experiences. That's what you're here for, is to experience what it's like to be a human being. Not to come here and just survive and get through it. That's what your ego is trying to tell you. Oh, if you're successful, you're surviving really good. You don't have to have billions of dollars to survive or be happy or experience life. There are people who are homeless, who are happy and are experiencing life because they chose that they want to do that. They're not homeless because they chose it. No, there are some people that are homeless because they don't want to be. They are homeless because they are living a certain type of mental feeling about themselves, okay? But some people choose to just live a simple life. It's your path. You got to determine what your own values are right here and right now, in the present moment. What are your values? And if you don't know, you need to examine them and write them down. At least have like 3 to 5 of them that they're not going to change. Maybe you want to have one that you speak your truth. you speak your truth. And you have respect for yourself always. And respect for others always. You make up what your values are, and they can change as you grow and learn. You might adopt others, you might drop some because they're no longer serving you. Just like beliefs that you have that were taught to you, or something that may have formed a belief from an experience that you had had in the past. Is it serving you today? And sometimes they're hard to drop, but they're not going to drop unless you examine them. And sometimes when you examine them real hard, they'll seem silly. And when they seem silly, you can drop them. I know. I have had to drop a lot of core beliefs. When I started wanting to learn how to be happy, because I went down a path that I thought was going to make me happy, and at the end of that rainbow, it wasn't happiness. I was seeking happiness on everything externally, doing everything that my parents told me that you're supposed to do. And that's not where you find happiness. You don't find happiness out here. You find it in here. It's a choice. And happiness is your responsibility alone. I'll soak that in, because that was a huge game changer for me. Your happiness is your responsibility. It's an inside job. It's not your partner's. It's not a boyfriend or girlfriend that you want. It's not getting a husband someday or a wife someday. It's not getting your dream home. It's not getting your dream car. It's not getting the promotion at work. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. You're always going to want new things. Always. But if you're happy, you can want those things and they're just gravy. But if your happiness is depending on the next thing, and then you get that, and you might be happy for a minute. Oh, this is great. And then, you have your house and it's wonderful, and then it starts falling apart, and then you're not happy. Well, I'll be happy when I get the house fixed. Or I'll get happy when I get that brand new car. I'm gonna be late on my payment. Well, now you're not happy again, are you? So happiness comes first, and then the rest of everything else is just gravy. And the kicker, you're not responsible for anybody else's happiness. I know that kind of sounds selfish, doesn't it? But it's not your responsibility. They're on their path to figure out how to be happy themselves. Now, when you're a parent and you want your children to be happy, every parent wants their children to be happy. But it's just your job to make sure that you're raising them properly, and that they're safe, and that they're fed, and they're clean, and they're warm, and they're educated, and they're well taken care of. But you're not responsible for your children's happiness. You can support them, but you cannot make them happy. And you can't let anyone else's unhappiness tarnish your happiness. They are not taking your happiness away. You can still be happy even when someone else is not happy. Now, you don't have to throw it in their face or anything, but you can be the example. I found happiness, and my children have struggled with happiness off and on, and I have taught them. But sometimes people are on their own path, and that's none of your business on how they're going to go through their own life path. And if you seek hard enough who you truly are, then you'd leave people to be on their own path. We're here to experience life from a different point of view. Everyone. We're not supposed to be a sheep in a field and we all see the grass together and we're all in a pen together and we're all seeing each other and we all look alike. That's not the life we're intended to have. We're intended to be a snowflake, a thumbprint. We're different than any other snowflake from any other thumbprint. You are you. You're not anyone else. So don't try to be someone else. Be you and don't apologize for it. But be the you that you want to be. Be the you that you want to be. And always willing to change and mold and experience. I mean, if you say to yourself that you want to be a mountain climber, but you've been sitting on the couch for 5 years, then you have to change and get ready for that mountain climb. You've got to prepare your body and your mind and get up and get conditioned for that. And so then you can say, I am a mountain climber. You can't lay on the couch and say, I'm a mountain climber. So you have to decide who you want to be. Not, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. Now you can take bits and pieces. Oh, they're really exciting. I want to try that. That sounds like a lot of fun. But you don't have to be them having that experience. You be you. You be your natural you. And if you feel like you need to improve something, then go ahead and improve it. But only for you. And don't be harsh about yourself that you're not there yet. You don't have to be there yet, but you're working on it. You're working on it. You know, I'm not there, but I'm working on it every day. I'm getting better. And then once you get there, you're looking for the next thing. What else can I conquer and enjoy and experience? Not to find happiness. Happiness is right here, right now. Right here, right now. And sometimes to do that, you might have to just quiet your mind. Quieting your mind is the first, most ultimate self-love action that you can do for yourself. And you don't have to try to eliminate your thoughts when you meditate, because sometimes that's hard. When you're first starting, meditation it just almost makes your thoughts seem like more rampant. So just go on a walking meditation. And I'm going to be showing you various different ways to meditate because I want to walk you through my happy method. And it's coming out in an app very soon. I've been working on it for almost a year now. It's been a labor of love, and I've had a lot of growing in the process. It's kind of delayed it, but it's also helped to mold it in a way that I feel is going to be even better for you. And I'm going to be talking about this more and more, and I'll give you the premise of it. So there's 3 things that I'm going to be sharing in my Moment Makers Happy Method. And HAPPY is an acronym for happiness, abundance, peace, purpose, and say yes to life every day. So if you can imagine a Venn diagram where you have 3 circles and they're all intersecting each other. So they almost kind of form a triangle of sorts, but three circles. And they're not really in any particular order, but I think it's most important to start with meditation. And my app does start with meditation. And I'm talking about meditation. I don't really meditate that much anymore because I really have focused on living in the present moment. So that's your ultimate goal. But to get there, I mean, you can still, even if you live in the present moment, it's okay to also enjoy meditation. I'm not saying that I'm against it in any way. It's definitely very enjoyable. It helps you grow. It helps you really focus on just being, okay? Which we need to know how to do. And being in the present moment is being, okay? But meditation is number 1, calming your mind. We need to calm our mind. We need to calm our mind so our mind can heal. And the next thing is, and that's also your start to discovering who you really are and loving yourself, which is 2. They kind of come together, but they're in the same circle. And they intersect with meditation. And in that intersection of meditation and discover and love yourself is calm. That's where you're going to find the calm, or peace rather. I'm sorry, I misspoke. The peace. You're going to find peace in your life. It's just going to happen. Trust. The chaos and the drama is going to drop when you learn how to calm your mind and discover who you are and start to love yourself. You don't have to be perfect at either one, but just start doing them. And in doing that, you're going to automatically start attracting peace in your life. And the drama is just going to drop away. It's going to fade. You'll notice one day that, gosh, you know, everything's kind of peaceful now. Life's not so chaotic and crazy. Even if you're a busy person, you're not dealing with drama and chaos. And if it does come, you kind of handle it like it's, you know, that just happened. It's what happened to me. And the third thing is what I love to tell you guys about is manifesting, mastering manifesting. And when you master manifesting, or you're at least learning about it and practicing it and understanding the concepts of it, because it's going to happen regardless whether you like it or not, okay? But if you focus on your thoughts and feelings and how those things are showing up every day, then what you manifest is going to change. What you're going to attract is going to change. And if you love yourself, you know who you are. You got to know who you are so that you can love it. Love yourself. Then you're going to manifest so many more beautiful things. And your purpose and the intersection between love yourself and manifesting, your purpose in life is just going to come out of the woodwork. And you might have a purpose now. You might feel like, okay, maybe you're a mother and your purpose is to raise your children. But when they're out of the home, now what? I know, it was there. My kids are out of the nest. You're not raising them anymore. Your purpose is gone. You're still a mother, but they're on their own. So what's your next purpose? Well, you gotta learn who you are. And you gotta make sure that your mind and heart are aligned so that you're attracting what you want in life. And then what's awesome is manifesting. When you learn about manifesting, you learn how to listen to that, your inner wisdom. Especially if you've learned who you are and you love yourself, your intuition will get stronger. And when your intuition is stronger, you're gonna know when the universe is laying crumbs out, oh, you need to go this way. You need to go do this. You need to talk to this person. You need to try that. And synchronicity is going to show up in your life. And when all that happens and you calm your mind, in that intersection between calming your mind so you can listen to those nudges, those breadcrumbs that the universe is telling you, making you feel like, oh, I need to go do that. Why do I feel like I need to call so-and-so like right now? Okay, I'm gonna go do it. That is you calming your mind to listen to your intuition, your inner wisdom, and you understand that, I know I need to follow my intuition. So, I'm not minding what I'm thinking and feeling. So you're gonna miss it. But if you know that it's important to follow the laws of attraction and to calm your mind so you can listen to those communication with yourself and your higher self and the universe, whatever you want to call it. Abundance, and that intersection between meditation and mastering the law of attraction is abundance. You're going to notice abundance flowing into your life. In not just money. Abundance is not money. It can be. But abundance is being able to do what you need to do when you need to do it. And sometimes when you want to do it. Sometimes it's to be able to do whatever you want to do, what you want to do, not need. Abundance is a need, whatever you need to do. But if you want to do something, sometimes it's even like that. You can attract abundance for the things that you want, not necessarily need. And abundance can be anything. You've got to notice it everywhere. And the more you notice abundance showing up in your life, the more you're going to see more abundance. When someone gives you a gift out of the blue, not because it's your birthday or Christmas or whatever you celebrate, someone just gave you something out of their kindness of their heart. I have a cruise that I'm going to be going on in a few weeks because someone gave me the tickets to a cruise. Now that's a pretty big gift, but it came out of the blue. It was on my vision board, people. It's on my vision board. Yep. So that's why you don't have to worry about how abundance is going to show up in your life. Don't try so hard. You can take action, but don't try so hard coming from a place of lack. Take it easy, guys. Get in the flow. Do something you love to do. Get in the weeds with it. If you love to paint, get engrossed in it. If you love to play golf, just be golfing. Just enjoy it. If you're out walking your dog, because that's the most important thing that you love to do right now, then go walk your dog and be in the present moment. If you love your coffee every morning, then enjoy it. I love a cup of coffee in the morning. Love it. And I'll drink decaf. I don't need the caffeine. I just like how it tastes. I love how it feels. It's my bliss. It's my morning bliss. Find your bliss and be in the present moment. That's all, guys. I want you to really take a look at what you're doing in the present moment all day long. Now, you might get into something else and you got to think about things. That's okay. You can figure things out, but just don't worry about things that you have no control over. And if something's not working out, then let it go for a moment. Let it go. It might work out itself. If you're feeling like I was feeling this way this morning, trust, that's almost why I'm here talking to you guys, because it's almost a reminder for myself. You gotta let it go. If it's really not budging, let it go. Regather your strength. Get right here and get right here. And then attempt it when you feel the timing's right to address it again. And if you get in tune with your intuition, it'll let you know, okay, go ahead, call that person. Okay, go ahead and work on that project now. Go finish that now. Because timing is everything. And sometimes you have to listen to your intuition as when, not what to do, but when to do it. And you have to be ready to do it. And make it feel good. Make it feel good. It's our job to feel good. It's our job to feel happy. And I want to let you know that this app is going to be coming out on Google and Apple, or you can get it directly from me. So go to www.createhappynow.com and go to the app tab and sign up on the waiting list. It's going to be coming out. I promise. It's coming out. Is taking a little longer because of some technical things, but everything happens in the right timing. I have to trust, right? So I will let you know when it will be out. And there's 3 levels. The first level is meditation. You can get through that. It's going to be a growing library of meditations. What's the best way to meditate for you? Because there might be some ways of meditation that is counterproductive for you. And then there's other types of meditation that's perfect for you. And I have a test in there so you know which one you are. And then how to create your own meditation. We're all here about, my whole brand is Create Happy Now. Create Happy Meditations. I also have Create Happy Paintings. It's also, we're creators. We are part of the creator. We are innately a creator. You create your reality. So everything, go at it as I'm creating, fill in the blank. So this app is called Create Happy Meditations because that's where it all starts. And I also have a YouTube channel called Create Happy Meditations. But this first part is only $4.99 a month, and you can go month to month as long as you want, or you can buy a cheaper version of it annually if you prefer. You can't get the annual version through Google and Apple, but you can get that through me directly. So that's why I encourage you to sign up. And then if you want to move on and learn how to discover who you really are so that you can learn how to love who you really are, because when you love yourself, life gets easier. Life gets easier. And it's not selfish to love yourself. I was told that, oh, don't be vain. Don't be selfish. And I'm not saying to be selfish. Selfish is when you're taking someone else's something to make yourself happy. No, this is not involving anybody else. This is filling our own cup. And you got to get to know who you are so you can love who you are. It's kind of hard to love somebody when you don't know who they are. So you need to learn who you are. And most of you are walking around not knowing how you tick. You're just reacting. You're just reacting. And you don't know why, you're just doing it. You gotta stop and learn who you are. And I promise when you learn who you really are and what your job is in this whole scheme of life, then you will love yourself. You will fall in love with yourself. And so the next level is how to do that. And that's $14.99 a month. And that includes the meditation. You get both. And then once you are loving yourself, we can move on to mastering manifestation. Learning how to manifest a happy life. So we'll go all into the laws of attraction and all the tips and tricks on how to get that mindset in here and in here so that you are starting to effortlessly attract what you want in life with ease without trying so hard or trying to figure out how to do something. Let things happen. Let things come to you. Quit trying to swim upstream and go with the flow. Okay? That is third level. And that one's $29.99. And that includes everything. That's all three for $29.99 a month. And you can quit anytime. Trust me. And I'm also going to be adding, if you bring a friend, you will be earning a commission the whole time they are subscribing to the app. I'm trying to figure that out right now, and hopefully by the time that you watch this, I'll have it figured out. But I'm trying to make sure that it's not going to be buggy and mess things up, and I apologize if anything ever gets buggy. You can just email me at createhappymeditations@gmail.com or Susan@createhappynow.com if you have a problem with it. I will do whatever I can to correct it. Okay? I want you all to be happy. I want you to learn how to love yourself and learn how to find happiness. I can't make you happy, but it's your choice to decide if you want to be happy. Be happy. HAPPY. Happiness, abundance, peace, purpose, and say yes to life every day. And if that's for you, go to www.createhappynow.com and then go to the app tab and sign up. And if you this is, if you're watching this and it's later this summer, later this year in 2024, or I don't know, next year or the year after, I don't know when you're going to see this video, but you can go to createhappynow.com and you can find how to get to it anytime. It won't be a waiting list, maybe by then. And there's going to be other things that we're going to have. We're going to have retreats. Retreats. So you can have the immersive experience with me. And we're going to have so much fun. And we're going to grow. And we're going to love. And we're going to be a part of a family of people who are wanting to be happy. Who are happy. And want to share their happiness with others. And share each other's joy in their manifestations. Right? Instead of complaining about what's going wrong, we're going to be embracing what's going right together. So if you want that, check out the Create Happy Now podcast, the Create Happy Now YouTube channel, which is where we are right now, Create Happy Meditations on YouTube. We've got a lot of sleep music there. Or go to the app and find us there, guys, okay? I love you all, and be happy. Bye.